Hey gang, this is Mike with MrNoFluff.com, and I want to explain to you what does it feel like and how has it changed for me to be a minimalist for 2 years versus when I had so many different things, from rental houses, 3 different businesses, uh, more shoes than women, so much clothes that I would take 2 or 3 bags of clothes to the dry cleaners and explain to you how it has helped me to declutter and tap out of the metrics. Do you hear that? That's what it's done. It has quieted my mind significantly. It's helped me realize what is the most important thing in life. Before, I was programmed even though I thought I wasn't programmed. I didn't consume versus so many other people, but I still consumed a lot. Okay? What kind of consumption? Well, I had so much clothes. I had so many different things. And I worked extremely hard. I had 3 businesses. I worked all the time. I managed people. I had rental houses. And I thought that I just had to go and get more and more and more and more. Where I learned I had a disease, which was consumption. Right? I want to have more than the other guy. And after conquering many mountains and being on top of the hill and realizing that, I'm still not satisfied. I still need more. I don't know what it is. I need to expand. I realized that, man, that I've been programmed to have X, Y, Z. Many of us, especially ladies and gentlemen that are watching my YouTube real estate investment channel, you're already very successful. You just don't realize it. Some of you guys have successful plumbing businesses, successful attorney offices, successful X or Y or Z. Okay? And you're making over $100,000 a year, or you're making over $1 million a year, and so on. But you're still chasing something else, and you want to chase something else. And whenever you climb that mountain, there's going to be more. There's going to be more. And what I realized at the age of 35, that all this consumption that I'm doing, all these things that I'm trying to, instead of having 1 location, have 3 locations. Instead of having 3 locations, I wasn't happy. I started a brokerage firm. Okay, then I started buying rental houses, and so on and so on. And I realized that somehow I'm being programmed, because the meaning of life is not just to accumulate so much things. After reading Rumi, which allowed me to realize that, whenever I die, there's just going to be basically none of the stuff that I accumulate can go anywhere with me. Thank you. Someone said that they couldn't hear me on YouTube. All right, appreciate it. Anyways, after I realized that when I die, I'm not gonna be able to take any of this stuff with me, and what is the point of just constantly getting a newest thing? If it's like getting a $20,000 bike, or if it's getting a $100,000 car, or if it's getting more rental properties. Like, how much more rental properties can I have, and what am I gonna do all of this stuff, right? Then I decided just to give majority of my stuff to the homeless people, and going on a journey of being homeless for about a year. And as you guys have been following me, you know that I've given up all my stuff. And you see me in these videos day after day, just with 4 shirts, and you can go and verify. And you see me from, having a clean cut, professionally dressed, to not really giving a damn, right? And everyday bicycling, everyday being at the park when the weather permits. And what I want to share with you is that you can be whatever you want to be in life. What's holding you back is all these prerequisites that society has programmed you to be. For example, marketing says, hey, you don't smell a certain way, well, you're not going to get girls. You don't have a certain kind of house, you're not going to be able to have success. So you don't have a certain kind of credit score, you're not going to be able to borrow money to be your dreams, and so on. And all that stuff just tells you that you can't be something, right? That there's a lack, you can't be it, versus you're more powerful than you realize. And what I really learned by working with students is that it doesn't matter what their level of education is or what their experience is, any of them can make it. I've seen single mothers with kids working full time, doing real estate deals and having success. And I've seen all the way to people that have successful businesses and they get into real estate and they have success. And I've seen both of these types of people fail. So what really matters is what's inside of you and the way you feel about yourself. If you feel inside of you that you're not enough, that you're insufficient, okay, then the world will behave in that manner for you. But if you feel like you already have everything, there's nothing lacking, and you're already powerful, because you truly are. I mean, the ability for your brain to process so much information is more powerful than any computer that we have today. Now, including AIs, maybe down the line things will change, but you're very powerful. So you don't need a credit score or some kind of education or some kind of level of expertise or any of that to be your dreams. The very first thing you got to do is just start. You know, now reflecting back 2 years, there's been times that I was scared and I thought, man, I made a mistake. I gave up all my stuff because after I gave up my stuff, then I had a kid, and so. But overall, I'm very happy to give up all my stuff because it just shows that I can do it over through my imagination and creativity. Okay, and all it takes is just hard work. And really, it's not hard work because if you love what you do. And now, hard work before was working so many hours, okay, overdoing the other guy. But today's hard work is to leap where I'm scared. So wherever I'm scared, I'm willing to leap. Before I was doing it too, but I thought hard work was really putting the sweat equity in, which can be true if you're a real estate investor and you're getting started. You're going to have to put sweat equity in, especially if you don't have no money, you don't have any credit, then you got to put the sweat equity in. But some of you guys have successful businesses and you don't have to put that sweat equity in. You're already successful. You just don't realize it because you're trying to compare yourself with Joan or Alex or your buddy or some guy on YouTube. So 2 years of being a minimalist, what I want to let you guys know is the best choice ever. I got 4 pants, 4 shirts, 2 shoes. Everything can fit into a backpack. Most of my stuff I give to the homeless people, and the moons and the stars line up for me. There's times that they don't line up for me, but so far, whatever I wanted to do, I've done, okay? I wanted to get a book on Amazon, which I can't spell that great and can't write, and I got it on the top 10 list for a day or 2. That's pretty good for a guy that got F in spelling. I wanted to come and make 20 grand in selling a book. I created my VA Exponential, and I made that in like 19 days, okay, for a guy that can't write. I wanted to start a business as a refugee to America with no money, no credit, right out of college. I did it with $100. That turned into, I owned it for 14, 15 years. That turned into a real estate brokerage firm where I had people older than my grandparents working for me. That turned into many rental houses, which I am showing you guys how to buy these rental houses, how to do fix and flips through my channel. So the point of the story is that you don't need anything to be your dreams. You're already it. Your life, right? You're being alive. You already won the lottery. And money is just fake, okay? Especially in today. The money is fake, it's fiat, it's not backed by anything, and it's not like it was back in the days where it was backed by gold. So it's just fake. Everything you look around is through your imagination, and anyone can do it. If you want to write a book, you can do it. You're not going to be able to do it if you're thinking with the programming that you need X or Y or Z. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you can do it. How can you do it? Through your imagination and creativity. Okay, you got to turn off that TV. Many of you guys hit me up and complain like, Mike, I don't got that much money to invest. I don't got that much money to do marketing. I don't got that much money. I think to myself, well, how much do you have satellite TV? Yep. Do you have cable? Yep. Do you have a cell phone? Yep. When you add that up, $600-700 a month. Okay. Do you go to football games? Yep. Well, then you need to cut off those expenses because you really don't need that. When you're watching football, you're watching someone else be their dreams. What I want you to do is sell that TV, use that money to invest in yourself, into your dreams. If that's right above, then do that. You don't need to be watching TV if you want to be your dreams. Now, if you just want to be a debt slave, right, then sure. Go to college, borrow a lot of debt. As soon as you get out, you're already in debt, hundreds and thousands of dollars, and you work in the rat race till the life is beating out of you, right? Till you get sick, right? And then you pray that insurance is going to take care of you, right? And that's why so many people are in debt. Not only at the consumer level, at the corporation level. I brought to you guys that Ford and GMC not going to be making cars in the future because they're not competitive anymore, okay? All the way down to corporations. So simply put, prerequisites like money and debt and degrees and BS are just for the man to control you. It's called programming the metrics. Many of you guys understand it, but you rather just stick in the metrics because you don't want to get out and challenge yourself. And I brought to you today 3 reasons why new real estate investors fell, and definitely go watch that because the 3 parts, let me run it into you, is 1, too much thinking. The more you learn, the more you think. The more you think, the more probabilities of what if, the more what ifs, the more fear, which is point number 2, and the more fear, the less action, which is point number 3. And that's what they teach, okay? If you want to be an entrepreneur, you learn after you take the action, okay? You learn from your mistakes, not the other way around. Now, you can sit there and learn all you want, but life has so many different dimensions and different variables that you can't learn it all, and you could learn through failure, okay? So that's what I preach at MrNoFluff.com, is that you're more powerful than a credit score or a college degree, or even though I have a college degree, I'm not gonna put my kid to school, right? If she wants to go to school, she will, but it's not gonna be mandatory that I'm gonna put her to school, okay? Because what creates stuff is creativity, imagination, okay? Calculus doesn't create shit. Chemistry doesn't create stuff. It's great to understand that, but there's people before us, right, that didn't have all that chemistry, but they already knew how the stars lined up. They already knew how the movement was. They already knew about gravity, okay? So it comes from the ether versus a bunch of books. Now, I'm not against education. Education is very, very powerful, but I'm not for established education where it makes everyone a cookie cutter, indebted slave before they get out of college, and it's the worst toxic loan ever, but you can't even let go of it in bankruptcy, right? The way I teach real estate is not to use your money, not to use your credit, to use other people's money. There's so many people that have gone out there and just signed up for a mortgage. So therefore you can just take over their payments versus you getting in debt. So what being a minimalist has taught me is that what is the most important thing in life, which is enjoying it. And how much money do you need? That's something you have to answer, okay? But just remember, if you're focusing all your energy and making money, then you're gonna miss your kid's football game. You're gonna miss your kid's soccer game. And who cares if you have 10 rentals or 100 rentals? At 10 rentals, you're already financial free. That's 10 rentals are gonna work way more than any 401, any stock investments, okay? Because of the booms and busts. It's a hard asset. It protects you from inflation. So just with 10 rentals, you're free, right? Really with 5 rentals with the way the interest rates are, and if you're just taking over people's payments. So if you're making $50,000 a year, you're making, if you have a job, you're making $50,000 a year, you're making more money than most people around the world. If you have a beautiful home, you live better than most people around the world. You just don't realize it, right? So what I've learned is to live life, and you're it. You're the magic machine. You're the golden goose. And if you waste your time, the metric is gonna suck up your life, telling you where to go and what to do. And I believe that you're powerful, and my job is to help you realize that you're powerful. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Click like. Let me see if I got some questions. Very good question. So this gentleman said, like, hey, how do we pay bills? Like, if I don't have internet, how would I watch this? Okay, that's a very good question. One thing that most people don't understand, because we live in a debt society, right? From the corporations, that's why GMC and Ford are not going to make cars anymore, but because Nissans and Toyotas are better, is that we've forgotten what it is to be competitive. We forgot what it is to sacrifice, okay? If you ever studied Napoleon Hill and you listened to his first book, when he interviewed Henry Ford 100 years ago when he made the car when there was no car, there was horse and chariots, you understand what sacrifice is. You understand what tightening your belt are. So in a situation that, you cut off your internet because you're going to do investing, then you walk your fucking ass to a library. You walk your fucking ass to a Starbucks. You drive your fucking ass to somewhere that has free internet. So because you got to sacrifice. But if you don't want to fucking sacrifice, you want to be a lazy fuck and get the fucking debt, then you continue doing the fuck you would do right now. Does that make sense, Wally? Okay? So if you want to be your dreams, you got to sacrifice. Simple as that. I wanted to be a public speaker. I wanted to be a writer. When I had a $100,000 car and I had a $20,000 bike, when I had all these rental houses, all this income, I would never step out and be a writer. So I had to let go of my stuff and enrich other people and go homeless for me to fucking write a book so I can get it on Amazon. So the point is, if you want to be the fucking dream, you don't make fucking excuses. If you're a fucking loser and you just want to suck on the debt titty, then you fucking make excuses, man. That's what it is. And I don't mean no disrespect to you. But you want to be your dreams, you want to be a Muhammad Ali, you got to get in the fucking ring and knock the fuck out, right? But the pussies, just cry about it, right? So if you want to be your dreams, you got to get into the ring. And that means sometimes missing lunch. That may mean walking your ass somewhere. That might mean not taking showers. That might mean just have 4 pairs of shirts so you don't have to spend so much money buying stupid clothes, right? That might mean not buying stupid shoes every week or every month or every year. That might mean just having less so you can have more, okay? Because all those material things, end of the day, are what? You paying bills means you're a slave to the company. And what I want to do is free you. And like I said, most people don't want to free themselves. They'd rather just be slaves and be in the metrics. My friend, I hope that makes sense. And I'm not trying to be rude. Just like the slaves, they don't want to free themselves. Because with freedom comes responsibility. Right? We live in a society where people just want to, oh man, it's hard, man. Oh man, it's tough, man. So what? Go do it. Who gives a fuck how you feel? Go do it. And that's what the problem is. People live in how they feel. Your whole life, everyone's life is based on how they feel. You got to do shit you don't want to do. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be free, you got to do shit you don't want to do. Rule number 1, be uncomfortable. Rule number 2, be creative. So if you got to cut off your internet, or you got to cut off your TV and your sport games, and you can do it, or you cannot do it. It's your choice. It's America, dude. That's why it's so great here. That's why, like, my parents emigrate here as refugees, right? Because it's the land of opportunity. But there's people out there that are spending all their opportunity watching TV, consuming, buying the latest shoes or buying polo shirts and buying all this crap. And there's people that already have success and they think that they don't have because of all the programming. And that's why I realized, as being a minimalist, is that majority of people in America are very, very successful. They just don't realize it compared to other parts of the world, especially since we're the world currency, right? Thanks to the Federal Reserve. But that's why we have so much inflation, right? So to wrap it up, being a minimalist has definitely changed my life. I have no regrets about it. I love just having just 4 pairs of shirts, 4 pairs of pants, 4 pairs of shorts, 4 pairs of summer clothes, 2 pairs of shoes, and that's it. Everything I own can fit into a bag. And it's awesome. It's the most amazing thing. Okay, it allows me to figure out what is the most important thing for me, which is hanging out with my kid, taking them to the park every day, go ride bicycles every day, right? Because what is more important than that? What is more important? You missing out your kids' soccer games and baseball games because you're trying to get a raise and working for the man? Or you follow your dreams? And sometimes you got to tighten your belt. Sometimes you might not have a good Christmas because you're investing in a better future, but you're spending time with your kids. Your kids are seeing you every day. Versus they never see you and the nanny girls of your kids. Which one is better? I can't answer that for you. I'm just sharing you what's to me. I'd rather hang out with my kid every day. I don't want to have 100 million rental houses, right? I realize that just 5 is perfect for me, right? 10 is perfect for me. I don't need to get 100. I don't need to get 1,000. I don't need to get 10,000 in the constant hunger of cancer of growth. It's okay. That's fine. How much do I really need? How much is enough where my kid's gonna have a good life and she can be whatever she wants to be? And me can spend my time with my kid versus growth, versus expansion, versus beating everyone up because I want to be number one. Right? All right, guys. Thanks for leaving a comment. No disrespect, Wally, but if you want to be your dreams, you got to risk it, man, to get the biscuit, as they say in America. It's the land of the opportunity. But if you get stuck in the metrics with consumption, outdoing the Joneses, spending more than you intake, not sacrificing, not believing in yourself, not using imagination, then you're just going to be what's called the rat race, and America will suck you dry, dude. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.